which this corrects everything collection, but it's the liquid filter. This is one of the easiest ways in a tube that you can have flawless, blurred out looking skin. That's not only this creamy whipped texture, so it immediately blurs out fine lines and wrinkles, but also gives you this gorgeous full coverage, filtering out any imperfections, whether it's fine lines and wrinkles, whether it's dry, patchy skin, whether it's discoloration, whatever the case may be. You could see pretty quickly why this foundation got 100 million impressions on social media. It went viral on TikTok, so much that you loved it. So what we did is we brought it here on air at QVC. We did a presentation in a show, and it sold out in one presentation that we wanted to bring it to you as a today's special value. And for the first time ever, not only is it back, but you get your this changes everything, is what I like to call it, but it's this corrects everything liquid filter. That's a $44 value, and the perfect application brush. Now for the first time ever, you also get the smoothing filtering powder. So this is your filtering finishing powder that just ups the ante for this incredible trifecta. Today's special value price is $49.98. The foundation alone that went viral is $44. For $5 more, you get the flawless application brush and the brand new finishing powder. So that's a really great way to transform your skin as we head into a new season. The whipped texture for summer is going to feel so incredible on your skin, and all you have to do is choose your shade. You get a today's special value price, and then you have your choice of shade. Now, really cool thing, if you haven't worn Doll 10 before, we do offer free exchanges. So we start with that fair. We have fair, light, medium, and medium. Tan is what I have on. We have tan deep, rich, and rich. You make your choice of your shade. Here, take a look at my before and after. Because when you put on the liquid filter, this covers blemishes, discoloration, texture in your skin, blurs out fine lines and wrinkles. And when you put it on, it feels almost like a chocolate mousse. It is lightweight and airy and whipped. So I want to show you my face without Doll 10 makeup and then with, so you can really see it's not heavy, it's not cakey. You're never gonna see like a layer of coverage. It just looks like beautiful radiant skin. I have a lot of freckles, I have a lot of sunspots coming at me, but look how gorgeous. Do you see the difference? And it's not heavy, it's not drying. You know, a lot of full coverage foundations, they're very drying. Not Doris's. Speaking of Doris, come on in.
I'm like,
because if you give Doris a couple of minutes, she's
going
to change the way you do makeup.
I'm like looking at you before and after, and look at you. You are a blur.
Thank you.
Yay,
but you cracked a really key code,
it's
because that's a big part of your brand, is like these beauty breakthroughs and kind of disrupting the industry. Because a lot of times full coverage, to get full coverage, to get something that can cover discoloration and fine lines and wrinkles, it has to be very heavy. You lose the hydration.
You lose everything.
You brought them both together with liquid filter.
It had never been done before.
Yeah.
There's a reason why this went viral. Hi, good morning, dolls. Thank you for waking up with me if Isaac didn't wake you up already. But listen, if you're new to Doll 10, we're all about getting you dolled up in 10 minutes or less with proven beauty solutions that are clean. I created this brand as a cancer survivor, and I wanted something light that made me feel like myself, that didn't look like I was wearing makeup. I didn't want to feel like I had a sweater on my face, but nothing in the industry, in the beauty industry, ever went after texture. And what's texture? Fine lines, thin skin, pores, deep lines, forehead lines, 11s, down your neck, you got a little turkey going on. This instantly will smooth out the look of your skin. Now look at my before and after. This was taken last night. And what I want to show you is I'm 62, heading towards 63. Part of QVC's age of possibility, the possibility to have flawless, beautiful skin is right here, right now. Look at my eyes. Look at my forehead. I'm going on about 3 hours sleep, so I should normally look like roadkill, but I don't. You can see that texture is all gone. That's really what we want in a product. This is not a foundation. I had to call it a foundation. This is truly your smoother that you don't have to stand still, wait for it to dry. You put it on with your fingers, with the brush, whatever it is, you get it on. I'm light, by the way, Allie's tan.
The texture is whipped, so you're getting full coverage, flawless finish. It goes on like this mousse.
Look at that texture.
It almost feels like a cooling moisturizer when you put it on, but the formula, the skincare ingredients in here is out of this world.
Yeah.
Like it is, there's so much skincare in this.
In here. Yeah.
It's so good. There's plant-based collagen.
Well, that's what makes up your skin.
In the foundation.
It's plant-based collagen, peptides, hyaluronic acid, algae, all of these amazing ingredients. But I'm going to show you here, and
Okay.
Allie has it on, but I want to show it for a reason,
I love
okay?
how like whipped and moussey like it is.
Yeah, and I'm going to just use my fingers. You do get the brush, but I want to show you the texture, because listen, nobody wants thick, heavy makeup. See that moussey-like texture? Nobody wants it. But what I want you to see, while you don't spit out your coffee, I want you to see how instantly this is blurring every line, every bit of texture. And you think, listen, this is a 62-year-old hand. Okay, ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. And you're going, okay. See how this is smoothing this out? See how that texture is almost like gone?
Yeah.
Now, it's not going to be completely gone. Listen, I'm not a magician, but I'm going to make you look younger.
I mean, for a foundation, gosh.
Do you see it? Do you see
the
look
radiance,
how
the
smooth,
juiciness,
the plump look to your skin. Now we took that technology. This has gone viral for a reason, because it never existed before, and we finally put it in a powder.
Yeah, here, look at this ingredient story
It's
too.
so crazy.
Because this is for both powder and the foundation. This is the skincare moment we're talking about.
Yeah, it's turmeric, it's aloe, it's hyaluronic acid, it's vitamin E, vitamin C, ginger. In that powder, which is the first of its kind, a blurring powder. And we think about summer, like, oh, Doris, a powder in the summer? I'm gonna say, hey, hold on now. We spritz, we sweat, we perspire.
Yeah.
I sweat. Some people perspire. They're more ladylike than I am. But here's what I'm going to tell you. This is going to absorb the moisture without mattifying your skin. It is meant to blur out your skin. It has infused with diamond powder. Look at the radiance that you're seeing here on Stacey Ann. I want you to see the coverage. But while you're watching the coverage that you're going to get, because I'm going to give you that. So this is one of these true multitaskers.
Right.
Right, Ellie? This isn't just, okay, here's a primer.
Look at that coverage.
Here's your, yeah.
Stacey Ann, okay, so Stacey Ann has some redness to her face. Like, I think of Stacey Ann, and I have a really good friend, Rachel, who has like port wine stains. You know, so if you have that type of discoloration and you want flawless, because here's the thing.
Look at the filtering effect on this.
Is beautiful no matter what, but sometimes she probably doesn't always want to show up to the kids' school and someone say,
She never showing up to the kids' school like that. Come on, that girl's showing up like that because it's so easy.
They're like, oh, are you okay? Because they're so focused on the discoloration,
right?
As opposed to just seeing Stacey's beautiful eyes.
Do you? All right. So I want you to look at her skin.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom of 4, animals, and Liam as a husband. She should not
She's
look that
got her
good.
hands full.
She should not
and
look that good.
And that's because of her husband.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That is true. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. I want you to look at the texture in the forehead. Do you see a line in the forehead?
Right.
No, that's what this does.
It blurs.
So think about all the steps. If you could even get that, what you would have to do. Plumping, serums, primers, foundations, concealers. This is that one step to wonderful, flawless, easy, beautiful,
and all you're picking,
young-looking skin.
All you're picking is your shade. So Doris,
That's
you help us.
Yeah, and
get our
it's
perfect
easy.
shade.
Super easy.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to worry about that. I even made that easy for you too. Fair, light. You're my porcelain girls, right? You burn in the sun. This time of year, you're going under the umbrella. You got a big hat. Light is me for shade reference. I do got a little bronzer on. Light, medium, starting to warm up. You actually saw Mary St. John in that light. Oh no, Mary's in the light. You'll see Luann in the light medium. Medium, that's Stacey Ann. That's what she was rocking. That's very neutral. If you're in those light shade summers coming, you might want to step up. Tan is you, Allie. Tan deep.
That's my summer color.
Yeah, well, everybody looks good with a tan. I'm sorry. Tan deep is Shannon. She's actually here. You'll see it. Deep is very neutral. Deep rich has a little bit of blue, and then rich goes back to neutral.
You have auto delivery on this.
Well, first time ever I had to. People were mad because they couldn't get it.
Yeah, and you could change your shade if you need to. So I usually wear medium, and then in the summer I wear the tan.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in that transition period, I mix a little too.
You can mix.
Look at what you're getting.
It is.
The shades are so easy.
Yes.
Listen, grab this. You've been stuck in a rut with your foundation.
Yes.
You're not getting the results. Or it's kind of like you would not wear a cashmere sweater in 90-degree summer temperature.
No.
It's the same with our foundation.
And
you need your summer foundation.
The thing. As you're seeing this, you're going, oh, this is a foundation and powder.
Brand new.
Why do I need that? I have my foundation. I have what I normally do. If you look in the mirror and your skin looks thin, you have that really papery look to your skin. It looks gray or sallow. Maybe those pores are starting to get big and that foundation is like getting in there and you're really starting to see the pores. You got those forehead lines. You have those, I have them, they're there, but you just can't see them on high definition TV. You should see everything that I'm talking about. Crosshatch lines. Look at how when I'm talking to you,
blurs everything.
It blurs. This is not a foundation. I had to call it that. I had to call it that because technically, that's how you put it. Use your fingers to get it on. My mom, my sister, they said, Doris, you make TCE, that full coverage foundation. We want something, we're gardeners, we're outside dolls, right? We want something to go for texture in our skin. How come you can't give us something that makes us look younger? So let me tell you, when I went to the drawing board, and it was a big and hard drawing board, because this never existed before.
Okay,
like,
I bet that. But when Ellen's putting it on, what you can't see at home
face, I want you to see
how
half.
it feels. It feels like a moisturizer, almost like you feel the hydration and the dewiness to your skin.
Look how easy this is. And I know for a fact that Ellen, when she puts it on, she uses her fingers. Listen, talk about, her and Stacey Ann like had a race to see how many kids they could make at the same time. They both have 4 and husbands and animals. I don't know who won, but look at, I want you to see how, I want you to see how it filters out her skin. I want you to see the texture on one side, and I want you to see once it's done. Do you have texture? Do you not exfoliate properly? Does your skin have dry patches? Is it dehydrated because maybe you're menopausal or postmenopausal or perimenopausal like I am? Do you want something that's going to make your skin look plump and yummy? Do you want to look in the mirror and love yourself? That's what I'm promising you today. And you, if anyone knows Doll 10, or if you're new to the brand, please welcome in. We love Dolls for the Doll Squad, but know that I deliver time and time again. I don't just fluff and stuff, I deliver. Because I know you have choices, right? Like, you have a ton of choices. I'm going to give you something that's different, that you've never seen before, that's going to work on your skin, and you're going to say, holy cow, I never in my life thought I could get my skin to look like that again.
You did it flawlessly. So this is part of this corrects everything, which you do see that in Shannon's before and after. If you have blemishes, if you have texture, pores, and wrinkle, all the things. Yeah. I always say, because to your point, I say this changes everything.
It does change. It changes the game, doesn't it?
But the confidence it brings you when you feel good.
Beautiful.
There's nothing else in the world like that. I mean, that is when you feel good.
That is the truth. When
it changes everything.
It's a good hair day. It's a good face day. You've got Isaac on. It's a good clothing day. It's one of those things when you go outside.
Oh, look at Ellen in the full kit.
She did it.
The foundation and the powder.
This is not Doll 2 seconds because that doesn't sound good. It is Doll 10 minutes. But we haven't even been on air for 10 minutes. And you saw it. This is how easy. You have fingers, you have a brush. Now you don't. Now you have no excuses to look fantastic, to feel beautiful, to feel like your best self. And I'm telling you, you're wearing the same foundation that you wore 5 years ago, 10 years ago. 1 year ago, it does not have this technology. It is exclusive to here, and now we rolled it into that finishing powder, Allie, and the reason why we did that is we wanted to continue the blur. We wanted to set it, hydrate, make the skin look plump and juicy. Shades. I'm sorry I talked a lot.
No, it's okay, but I also want to let you know.
I get excited.
The powder is also a tinted powder.
It's a tinted powder.
So
you can
it
use
will be
it on
matched
its own.
with the shade foundation that you order.
Yes, ma'am. You can. So here's the deal. Fair, light. You're my pink girls, and you burn. You are. That's just who you are. Light, you're starting to warm up. You freckle, you burn, and you get an okay tan. Now light, medium, you're getting warmer. That was Ellen. You saw Ellen in that light, medium shade, a little bit warmer. Medium was Stacey Ann, very neutral. She tans, and in another month she's going to be tan deep because she loves the tan. Tan is you, Allie. It was Courtney last night. Tan deep was Shannon. You just saw her. It has a little bit of a red undertone. Deep is neutral. Deep rich has blue, and rich goes back to neutral. Now here's the deal with this. This isn't like a traditional foundation where you have 75,000 shades because it does. You don't need it. I could put on light, medium, and it would all work because it just adapts to your skin. And when I tell you, makeup can be daunting, and a lot of times we step away. So I say, step back in because you have one life and you deserve to look and feel beautiful. You deserve every time you get up and you seize that day to have your best face forward that looks smooth, that looks flawless. And it's you're not doing anything, but just literally taking 2 seconds out of your day and getting this on your skin. And that's the difference this makes. That's why it's today's special value. That's literally why this thing has been a social media darling that this has taken more airplane rides than me. If it had its own credit card, it would have airline miles. It would be flying business. Just saying.
So here's the thing, Doris, you are one of our quintessential 50.
I am, and I love it. Thank you.
And you keep in mind, I think, what women are looking for as our skin changes.
It does change.
You know, you often, I feel like, if you want full coverage, you have to choose something that's kind of drying, that's really thick, it's very
or too
heavy,
wet, or it
and you make a
slides on your face.
sacrifice.
Yes.
You know, or if you want the hydration and that dewiness, you're not getting the coverage that you want. It slides. It feels kind of almost